So, welcome back, guys. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss three-phase, four-wire star connected load. Okay. To this, I am taking the source star one. Okay. So, the source that is for the configuration of three-phase, four-wire. Okay. This is three lines. And we have another line that is neutral, that is N. Okay. Now I am drawing the load. So I will connect. Okay. So this is source neutral and this is load neutral, that is A. So I take A, B, C. These are A, B, C. So this is ZA, ZB, ZC. 9 is negative, positive. Okay. So this is A, B, C. Okay. The voltage across this is VAN. This is VBN and VCN. Okay. VCN. So this is a three-phase, four-wire system. So these where the neutrals of the source and the load are connected. Okay. So here the phase shift will not be occurred. So the neutral, the phase, what are the voltages? Okay. So if you take this is VA, VB, VC, VAN, VBN, VCN. So having a neutral N, then we obtain the voltage across the load will be in sequence with the neutral. Okay, source neutral. So with different magnitude obtained base. Why the different magnitude means we have based upon the impedances we have different magnitudes, but we have only in phase sequence. Okay, in shift. Okay, the observations are so no shifting in the neutral, no shift in the neutral. Okay, and then the value of resistance of the neutral wire value of resistance. So value of resistance, let us say V Rn. So value of resistance equals to neutral wire equal to 0. Okay, we take the resistance of this as negligible. If they take the negligible value, then we obtain the voltage, that is VON will be equal to V if you take the resistance equal to 0, then we obtain a value of VAN equal to VAO. Okay, so the three voltages will be equal. Okay, the phase voltages will be equal. That means you will be obtained exact magnitude of line phase, source phase and line phases. Okay, the source phase voltages and line phase voltage, the load phase voltages. So both are equal with no phase shift. Okay, of neutrals. So that is other observation, and we obtained so other observation is with irrespective of the conditions of impedance. So irrespective of the conditions of impedance, that is it may be RL, RC or RLC or whatever may be impedances, the current depends on impedance of that that phase. Okay, so whatever the impedance, the current will flow. Okay, that is another observation. So, and other thing is, in case of unbalanced currents, so that is unbalanced currents means if IA, IB, IC is not equal to 0, the line currents, we see that the sum of currents entering, so what are the sum of currents entering? The line current, that is IA, this is IC, this is IB. So this is IB, IC equal to, so IN equal to IA plus IB plus IC. So the currents entering will be equal to the current leaving, which is going to the neutral point. Okay, some of the currents entering will return, entering at O will return to neutral wire. Okay, will return to neutral wire where there is no phase shift. There is no phase shift. So this way we say that the neutral is stabilized. So that is stabilizing the neutral means that is the voltage across this VON equal to 0. Okay, so we take the resistance, since the resistance R equal to 0, so V equal to some current I into R. So whatever the current may be, but we don't have any voltage here. So since the voltage is 0, so the neutral is always stabilized with the source to neutral. This is concept we use in our households. Okay, so your household supply is 440 volts line voltages. So we will be obtaining the phase voltage of 220 volts, and with having a stabilized neutral, we have the constant supply of voltage whatever the loads you use. Okay, this is one household, this is one household, this is one household. Irrespective of the loads you use, since the phase voltages are equal, the line currents will flow. Okay, we have the stabilizing neutral. This is the whole concept. Now we will solve one sum of this 3-phase 4-wire system. So this is the example for a 3-phase 4-wire system. So an unbalanced 4-wire star connected load, that is unbalanced means you have different values of, so I'm taking this as ZR, ZY and ZB. Okay, no, we can't take that like that. So I'm taking Z1, Z2 only. Anyway, we take ZR, ZY and ZB values, and he's asking you to find line current in neutral wire and total power. So I'm drawing the load here. This is the 3-phase 4-wire thing, and a supply of like this. So this is neutral connected, this is 0 and N. So ZR, ZY and ZB, and we have a value of here R, Y, B. So this VRN equal to this VRN, and see VYN equal to this YN phase value, and this BN equal to this BN. Agree with me? Now he's asking to find the line currents, that is IR, IY and IB. Okay, these are the line currents. To find the line current, we straight away need to find the VRN, since we know ZN, so ZR. But the given is, I always said, if the supply is given 400 volts means balanced 400 volts, that is line voltage, that is VRY. Okay, so VRY or VYB or VBR. So the given is the line voltage. You need a line voltage 400 volts. Okay, so to find the phase voltage for star connected, we have VL equal to root 3 V phase. So V phase equal to VL by root 3. So I'm taking reference as VRN as a reference, phase reference. So therefore I'll take VRN equal to, the line voltage is 400 volts divided by root 3 at an angle of 0. So this I'm taking VRN now phase voltage, line difference. Okay. So you will be obtaining a value of 230.94 at an angle of 0. Similarly, VYN equal to 400 by root 3. So you will be obtaining 230.94 at an angle of minus 120 degrees, and VBN equal to 400 by root 3 at an angle of 230.94 at an angle of minus 140 degrees. Okay, these are the phase values we obtained. Okay, phase values obtained. So simply we line by root 3 with the angle. Okay, these are the phase values we obtained. Now we have to find the line currents, that is IR equal to what? VRN by ZR. VRN by ZR, and that will be equal to 230.94 at an angle of 0 divided by, so substitute this either in rectangle form or polar form. By calculator you find that. So 4.J8. So obtained IR equal to the value of so if you want to convert into polar, you can write, not an issue. So 230 by 8.94 at an angle of 63.4. So we obtained IR equal to 25.83 at an angle of minus 63.4. Okay, and IY equal to VYN by ZY. So you obtain a value of 40 so 46.188 at an angle of minus 173. So you have to solve all these things, and IB equal to VBN by ZB, which will be obtained a value of 9.23 at an angle of minus 293.15. Okay, these are the line currents you obtained. I mean, asking to find the current in neutral wire. So the current in neutral wire, the currents entering will be equal to current leading. So a neutral wire IN equal to IR plus IY plus IB. So agree with me. So neutral current. So neutral current IN equal to IR plus IY plus IB. So you will be obtaining a value of so substitute these values, you will be getting 36.69 at an angle of 33.3 degrees. Okay, this is IN. So if you ask you to find the voltage across N naught, means you simply write VN naught equal to 0, since we take the resistance 0 here. Okay, and I mean, also find the total power consumed. So how you find the total power consumed? This is line current values, this is neutral values, and this is line power consumed. So power consumed, either you can draw I square R form, I square R form, I square R form. That is force I square and the current IR square into 4, and IY square into 3, and IZ square into 15. Or you can say by simply the power consumed by VI cos phi also. So power consumed, that is P equal to VRN IRN cos phi R cos phi R plus VYN plus IYN cos phi Y plus VBN IBN cos phi B. Okay, substituting that, VR1 what? 230 at an angle of 94 into IR is what? So IRN is a value of 25.83. 25.83. Okay, in line, so the line currents is equal to phase currents. You know that IR. I said that's why I take IRN. This is IRN, that IL line current. So cos of what 0 minus of 63.4. Okay, so plus 230.94 at an angle of 46.188. Cos of phi is what? Minus 120 degrees minus of minus 173.1 plus 230.94 into 9.23 cos of minus 240 minus of minus 293.15. So obtain the total power consumed, a value of P equal to 10,354.37 watt. Okay, this is the total power consumed by this star connected 3-phase 4-wire load. Okay, so this is up to the load concepts we have dealt. We have dealt star delta connection, we have dealt star connection, 3-phase 3-wire, 3-phase 4-wire, what are the pros and cons, and everything we have discussed. Now in the next classes we will discuss the power measurement by different wattmeter methods, and so in the couple of videos we'll complete this 3-phase unit 1, unit 2. So you observe this thing, I'm saying unit 1 and unit 2 cumulatively. Okay, so there is no separate discussion for unit 1 and unit 2. So only thing observed is if the question is given in a balanced thing, means it is unit 1. If the question is thing in unbalanced, means that is unit 2. So balanced and unbalanced, only difference is the values of impedances. Okay, if the impedances are equal, that is balanced. If the impedances are not equal, it is unbalanced. And in the next classes we will discuss about the power measurement of 3-phase winding with wattmeters. Okay, thank you guys.